China's National Health Commission has confirmed the virus, which causes a disease known as COVID-19, can be transmitted from person to person through droplet transmission, where a virus is passed on due to an infected person sneezing or coughing, as well as by direct contact. There are more than 4,400 confirmed cases of novel coronavirus in over 50 countries and territories outside mainland China. Close to 700 of those cases are linked to the Diamond Princess cruise ship docked in Yokohama, Japan. At least 70 people have died outside of mainland China from the virus. This is a full list of confirmed cases of the novel coronavirus outside mainland China. Afghanistan. At least one case. Afghanistan confirmed its first case of coronavirus in the country's Herat province on February 24. The positive patient was found among 3 suspected cases who had recently returned from Qom, Iran, Health Minister Drive Ferozuddin Feroz told a news conference. The minister declared an emergency situation in Herat and called for restrictions on air and ground transport to and from the province. Algeria. At least one case. Algeria confirmed its first case of coronavirus on Tuesday, according to an announcement by Algerian Health Minister Abdelrahman bin Bouzid on state-run broadcaster Al Nahar. The patient is an Italian citizen who entered the North African country on February 17, the minister said. The patient was placed in quarantine, and is under close supervision. Australia. At least 22 cases. Australia has confirmed a total of 22 cases of the novel coronavirus as of Saturday, 7 of which are from the Diamond Princess repatriation flight from Japan, according to a statement from the Department of Health. 10 cases have recovered so far. Austria. At least 2 cases. 2 people diagnosed with the coronavirus in the Tyrol region of Austria are both Italian citizens, the regional government press office said in a statement. The patients are a woman and a man, both 24 years old, originally from the Lombardy region in the area of Bergamo. Both are being treated in hospital in Innsbruck and are in good condition. They were in Lombardy until last Friday and then drove to Innsbruck, according to the statement. Both are no longer running fevers. They will stay in quarantine until the weekend. Bahrain. At least 33 cases. 7 more coronavirus cases confirmed in Bahrain on February 26 brings the total number of cases to 33, according to the state-run Bahrain news agency, BNA, citing the country's health ministry. Belarus. At least one case. Belarus reported the first case of novel coronavirus in the country, identifying the patient as a student from Iran, the Belarus Ministry of Health said February 28 in a statement on its official website. Belgium. At least one case. Belgium has confirmed its first case of coronavirus, after 1 of 9 repatriates from Wuhan tested positive for the virus, Belgium's public health department said in a statement. The person who tested positive is healthy and shows no signs of illness for the time being, the statement said. They were transferred to St. Peter's University Hospital in Brussels, one of our country's 2 reference centers. This hospital has all the necessary expertise and support to ensure the best possible care. Brazil. At least one case. Brazil's health minister confirmed on February 26 that a 61-year-old Brazilian man who arrived in São Paulo after traveling to Italy as the first case of novel coronavirus in the country. In a televised press conference, Luis Henrique Mandetta said the man arrived in Brazil on February 23 without any symptoms and spent the weekend with his family before coming down with symptoms and going to a health clinic on February 24. He was hospitalized and tested positive for the virus in a preliminary test and isolated. The second test confirmed he had the virus. The man was in Italy from February 9 to the 21st. Authorities are mapping who the man came in contact with. Cambodia. At least one case. Cambodia reported its first case of coronavirus, a 60-year-old Chinese man who flew into the country from Wuhan with 3 family members. They tested negative for the virus, according to a Ministry of Information statement. The man's condition was stable and he only showed mild symptoms, it said. Canada, at least 13 cases. Canadian officials have confirmed the husband of a woman that contacted the coronavirus has now tested positive for COVID-19, according to a statement from the Ontario Ministry of Health. The man, in his 60s, is currently in self-isolation, the release says. This brings the country's total to 13 confirmed cases. Croatia, at least one case. Croatia has a first case of the coronavirus, a civil servant in the press office, confirming comments made by the Croatian Prime Minister Andrej Plenković, said. The patient is a younger male Croatian national with mild symptoms, who is quarantined in the University Hospital for Infectious Diseases Dr. Fran Mihalovic in Zagreb. The man recently traveled to Italy, the Prime Minister's office said. Denmark, at least one case. Danish authorities have confirmed the first positive test for coronavirus in the country. The country's health authority says the man had returned from a skiing holiday in Italy's Lombardy region on February 24 with his wife and son and has since had a cough and fever. Egypt, at least one case. Egypt announced its first case of novel coronavirus on Friday, according to a joint statement by Egypt's Ministry of Health and the World Health Organization, WHO. The person who tested positive is a foreigner, the statement said. Ministry of Health spokesman Drive Khaled Mujahid said Egypt discovered the case by testing passengers coming from countries where infections have emerged. Mujahid added that the WHO was immediately informed, and all preventive measures will be taken in cooperation with them. Estonia, at least one case. Estonia announced its first confirmed case of the virus on February 27. Minister of Social Affairs Tanel Kiik told Yesti Television, ETV, the infected person was a citizen of Iran who came to Estonia on Wednesday. The patient is now in quarantine. Finland, at least one case. Finland has one case of coronavirus. The patient, a 32-year-old woman from Wuhan, arrived in the country on January 23, traveling the same day to a village in the northern Lapland region, according to CNN affiliate MTV3 Finland. She developed respiratory symptoms and fever on Sunday and went to the emergency room on Tuesday, MTV3 Finland reports. France, at least 40 cases, 2 deaths. 2 new coronavirus cases have been confirmed in France, bringing the total number of identified cases in the country to 40. The 2 cases are in the eastern region of Haute-Savoie. Mayor of local town La Bande-Silingy François de Viette told French TV channel BFM on February 28. The 2 infected people are relatives of a person who had previously tested positive. They had attended a party together. Before that individual was aware that they had coronavirus, de Viette said. The mayor added that it was possible that there were other cases in his municipality. Georgia, at least one case. The case in Georgia involves one of its nationals who arrived in the country from Iran through Azerbaijan, tested positive for the virus. He was immediately taken to hospital, Georgian Health Minister, Ekaterine Tikaradze, told reporters in Tbilisi. Germany, at least 23 cases. Local health authorities have confirmed 5 new cases of the novel coronavirus in Germany, bringing the country's total to 23. A 32-year-old man from the southwest district of Rottweil tested positive for the virus on February 26 after returning from Italy. The patient visited the Lombardy region of northern Italy, which remains under lockdown due to coronavirus concerns. Southwestern German state Rhineland-Palatinate has reported 1 case of the virus among the military. A soldier is said to have had contact with the sick man from Rottweil at a carnival. 3 new cases have also been discovered in the district of Heinsberg. All patients displayed flu-like symptoms and are being treated at home, in line with current guidelines. In response, the Heinsberg District Crisis Management Team said they have significantly strengthened measures. Greece, at least 3 cases. The number of coronavirus cases in Greece has risen to 3, the country's health ministry said. One of the new cases is the son of the first confirmed case, a 38-year-old woman. The other new case is a woman in Athens. Hong Kong, at least 94 cases, 2 deaths. Health officials in Hong Kong have confirmed an additional case of the novel coronavirus, bringing the citywide total number of cases to 94. In a news conference held on February 28, Dr. Chuang Shuk-Kwan of the Center for Health Protection said that the latest confirmed case is a 61-year-old female who was evacuated from the Diamond Princess on a Hong Kong government charter flight last week. India, at least 3 cases. India has confirmed its 3rd case of coronavirus in Kerala. The 3rd case is a student who tested positive for the virus after returning from Wuhan, according to a Facebook post from Kerala Health Minister K.K. Shailaja. The student has been admitted to a district hospital in Kerala and is in stable condition. Iran, at least 245 cases, 26 deaths. 4 more people died from coronavirus in Iran on February 27, bringing the total deaths to 26, Iran's state news agency IRNA said, quoting Health Ministry spokesman Kianish Jahanpour. A total of 106 new cases were identified, bringing the total number of positive coronavirus cases in the country to 245, Jahanpour told reporters, according to IRNA. Iran's capital Tehran identified 38 new cases on Thursday, Jahanpour said. Iraq, at least 7 cases. A man in northern Iraq tested positive for coronavirus after returning from Iran, bringing the total cases in Iraq to 7, the Iraqi Health Ministry said in a statement February 27. The man, a 51-year-old from Kirkuk province, about 250 kilometers, 155 miles, north of Baghdad, is currently under quarantine. He tested positive after he went to a medical facility in the province. Israel, at least 3 cases. Israel's Ministry of Health announced a 3rd confirmed case of coronavirus in the country. This time, a man who returned from Italy 4 days ago developed symptoms and tested positive for the disease, the ministry said in a statement posted on social media. Italy, at least 650 cases, 17 deaths. A total of 17 people have died as a result of the coronavirus outbreak in Italy, the country's health ministry said in statement on February 27. According to data provided by the health ministry, 14 patients have died in the northern region of Lombardy, 2 in the northeastern region of Veneto, and 1 in the northern region of Emilia-Romagna. A total of 650 people have tested positive for the virus across Italy, the health ministry confirmed. Japan, at least 202 cases plus 705 linked to cruise ship, 9 deaths. Japan's health ministry updated its numbers of novel coronavirus on February 27 to 705 cases from the Diamond Princess cruise ship and 186 cases on land. Local municipal governments also announced an additional 16 cases of the virus, bringing the total to 907. At least 9 deaths have been attributed to the virus as of February 28, according to Japanese health officials. Kuwait, at least 43 cases. Kuwait announced 17 new coronavirus cases on February 27, bringing the total number of positive cases to 43, state news agency Kuna said, quoting the health ministry. The 43 were identified after testing 1,675 people arriving from infected countries, according to the health ministry. Lebanon, at least 3 cases. A 3rd coronavirus case was confirmed in Lebanon on February 27, the Lebanese health ministry said in a statement. Lithuania, at least 1 case. A woman with mild symptoms has become the first confirmed coronavirus case in Lithuania, the country's Ministry of Health told CNN in a statement February 28. Macau, at least 10 cases. Macau has confirmed at least 10 cases of the coronavirus. Malaysia, at least 22 cases. Malaysia has confirmed at least 22 cases of the coronavirus. Nepal, at least 1 case. There was 1 confirmed case in Nepal, a 31-year-old Nepali PhD student who lives in Wuhan but flew to Nepal earlier this month. He was admitted to hospital in Kathmandu on January 13, but was subsequently released on January 17 after his condition improved. The health ministry said people in close contact with the patient have been identified and are being monitored. Netherlands. At least one case. The Dutch health ministry has confirmed that one person has tested positive for coronavirus, marking the Netherlands' first confirmed case. According to the health ministry, the patient had recently been in the Lombardy region of northern Italy. New Zealand. At least one case. New Zealand's Ministry of Health announced its first confirmed case of the novel coronavirus on February 28. The patient is a person in their 60s, recently returned from Iran, the ministry said in a statement. The patient arrived in the city of Auckland on February 26. Nigeria. At least one case. Nigeria's Federal Ministry of Health has reported its first case of coronavirus. The case was confirmed on February 27 in Lagos State, North Macedonia. At least one case. The case is North Macedonia has a connection with Italy, the country at the center of the outbreak in Europe. A female patient who was admitted to the infectious diseases clinic today in early hours of the morning, did test positive for COVID-19, which means that she is the first patient in Skopje to be diagnosed with this infection, North Macedonian Health Minister Venko Phillips told reporters. Norway. At least one case. A person has tested positive for coronavirus in Norway, the country's Institute for Public Health, NIPH, announced in a statement posted on their website. This is the first case recorded in the Scandinavian country. The person has no symptoms but was tested after returning from an area of China affected by the outbreak. The NIPH said it was a weak positive result. The NIPH considers it very unlikely that the person poses an infection risk to others, said Leinvold, director of the Department of Infection Control and Preparedness at the NIPH. As a precaution, the person is undergoing quarantine at their home, she added. Oman. At least 5 cases. The Omani Ministry of Health reported February 27 a new case of coronavirus infection in the country. The new case is linked to a recent travel to the Islamic Republic of Iran, the ministry said. Pakistan. At least 2 cases. The first 2 positive cases of the novel coronavirus in Pakistan have been confirmed. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Health Dr. Zafar Mirza said on his official Twitter account on February 26. Mirza tweeted, 220/ I can confirm first 2 cases of coronavirus in Pakistan. Both cases are being taken care of according to clinical standard protocols and both of them are stable. No need to panic. Things are under control. Philippines. At least 3 cases, 1 death. The Philippines announced its 3rd confirmed case of the coronavirus during a news conference by the Department of Health. The patient is said to be a 60-year-old woman from China who arrived in Cebu from Wuhan, via Hong Kong in January. The Philippines has reported its first coronavirus fatality, the first death from the virus outside of mainland China. The patient was a 44-year-old Chinese man who flew in from Wuhan in January. He is the partner of a 38-year-old Chinese woman who was traveling with him, and who was the first confirmed case reported in the Philippines. Earlier, the Department of Health stressed it is on top of the evolving situation but urged the public to wear surgical masks and avoid crowded places if they are experiencing symptoms, such as coughing and a fever. Romania. At least 1 case in Romania. Government officials announced that a man from the southwestern county of Gorj is the first case of coronavirus in the country. The man had been in contact with an Italian national who was visiting Romania earlier this month, Romanian Health Minister Victor Costache told reporters. Russia. At least 2 cases. Russia has identified its first 2 cases, both Chinese citizens, Russia's TASS news agency reported, citing Deputy Prime Minister Tatyana Golikova. 1 patient is being treated in the Zabaykalsky region, which borders China, with the 2nd case detected in the Tyumen region in western Siberia, which borders Kazakhstan, TASS reports. According to Golikova, Russia will begin evacuating its citizens from the Chinese provinces of Wuhan and Hubei, where there are 300 and 341 Russians respectively. Singapore. At least 96 cases. Singapore's Ministry of Health, MOH, announced 3 new confirmed cases of the novel coronavirus on February 27, taking the total to 96. South Korea, at least 2,337 cases, 13 deaths. South Korea confirmed a total of 571 cases of the novel coronavirus on February 28, according to the South Korean Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. That brings the national total to 2,337 cases, the largest outbreak outside of mainland China. The latest figures include 1 more military personnel, bringing the total number of confirmed cases in the South Korean military to 26. No new deaths were reported on Friday, so the national death toll remains at 13. Among the 571 new cases, 447 are from Daegu, where the outbreak has been concentrated. Many of the cases are linked to a religious group in the city. Spain, at least 24 cases. There are 6 new cases of coronavirus in the Valencia region of Spain. A spokesman for the local health department has confirmed to CNN the health department of the Castilla-León region has also confirmed its first case in Segovia on February 27. This makes 24 cases in total in Spain. Sri Lanka, at least 1 case. There is 1 case of the coronavirus in Sri Lanka. A statement from the health ministry assured residents that local hospitals were prepared to handle any further outbreak. The government is contacting people who may have come into contact with a single case to detect potential contagion. Sweden, at least 1 case. Sweden has confirmed 1 case of the virus, a woman in Jönköping County who had visited Wuhan. When the woman landed in Sweden on January 24, she was free of symptoms of the infection, but later developed a cough and contacted a local hospital, Sweden's public health authority said in a statement. She was isolated in the hospital's infection clinic, but is not seriously ill. Switzerland, at least 1 case. A 70-year-old man is the first person to test positive for coronavirus in Switzerland, the country's Federal Office of Public Health, FOPH, told CNN in an emailed statement. The Swiss man from the canton of Ticino, a region which borders Italy, had been to a gathering in Lombardy, Italy, in mid-February. He is in hospital under isolation and in good health so far, a spokesperson for the FOF wrote. Taiwan, at least 32 cases, 1 death. Taiwan reported its 32nd coronavirus case on February 26, according to the island's Ministry of Health and Welfare. The patient is over 30 years old and a foreign national, and was a caretaker of a previous case. Thailand, at least 40 cases. Thailand confirmed 3 additional novel coronavirus cases on February 26, bringing the national total to 40, said the Ministry of Public Health in a news conference. All cases are Thai nationals from the same family. 2 of them, a 65-year-old man and his wife, returned recently from Hokkaido, Japan. The 3rd patient is their grandson, who did not travel to Japan. United Arab Emirates, at least 19 cases. The United Arab Emirates on February 27 said 6 new confirmed coronavirus cases have been reported in the county, state news agency WAM said. The new announcement brings to 19 the number of reported cases in the UAE. United Kingdom, at least 16 cases. Northern Ireland's public health agency has confirmed the first case of coronavirus in the region, according to a statement released on February 27. During a news conference in Belfast, Dr. Michael McBride, Chief Medical Officer for Northern Ireland, said that the patient is an adult who had returned from northern Italy and travelled from Dublin into Northern Ireland. United States, at least 60 cases. There are now 15 confirmed cases of the novel coronavirus related to travel or close contact to travelers in the United States, according to U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar. Below is a breakdown of the U.S. cases: 15 travel-related or close contact, 8 in California, 1 in Massachusetts, 1 in Washington State, 1 in Arizona, 2 in Illinois, 1 in Wisconsin. 1 location unknown. 42 Diamond Princess, 16 are being cared for in the area surrounding Travis Air Force Base in California. 4 passengers are receiving treatment in the Spokane, Washington area. 8 passengers are currently being treated in the Lackland Air Force Base area in Texas. 13 passengers are being treated at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. One passenger was on the Diamond Princess and aboard the State Department chartered flight from Japan had tested positive in Japan and recovered there. 3 Wuhan evacuees, locations unknown. Vietnam, at least 16 cases. Vietnam has confirmed its 16th case of novel coronavirus, according to a government news report. The 50-year-old male patient is the father of a previously confirmed case in Son Loi commune in the northern Vinh Pho province. The local authorities on Wednesday locked down the area around Son Loi commune of Bien Xuyen district to contain spread of the virus. Residents in the area are quarantined for 20 days from February 13. CNN's Pauline Lockwood, Isaac Yee, Sarah Fadell, Junka Walgara, Yoko Wakatsuki, Yunjung Seo, Joe Sutton, Jennifer Hansler, Saskia Van Dorn, Fanny Bobile, Hira Humayun, Anna Kam, Artemis Moshtayan, Ye Tim Garcia, AJ Davis, Karen Smith, Steve Tuemla, Nada Walter, Mick Riva, Kocha Olan and Sugan Pokarel contributed reporting. Let's block ads. Why?